More.
More.
More. Is that more? More update is what he wants. So let's get right into it. All right. 2 games after this week, there'll be 2 games before the playoffs. This is big. We are on the bubble for a few teams here. So, first caveat, because apparently I was called out by a very vocal manager last week. The games aren't over, so I'm going to make predictions based on what I think is going to happen and what the experts are going to say. Yeah, more predictions. Yes. So, I'm going to predict stuff. There might be some crazy Sunday night or Monday night games that change that. So, that's my disclaimer.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. Alright, so, starting out with the East. Oh, okay, buddy. Oh. Alright, so starting out with the East. Hokum's going to win. Hokum's killing it right now against Jared's Jellyfish, which we're going to see how that affects the West a little bit later. So how's the East picture going to look with 2 games left going in? Bottom line, Hokum's in the playoffs. They're good. They're going to win this week. Killer Tomatoes are sure going to win. So we have 2 7-4 teams in the East. Then you got Jilk and BK. Jilk is probably going to lose this week to Killer Tomatoes, which, unless something crazy happens, that would be a big upset. Otherwise, they're going to fall to 5-6. BK is in a tough one right now. They're just grinding out against bye week. But so we could have Jilk and BK both losing, which would put them both at 5-6, or BK wins and goes to 6-5. So Kokum, Killer Tomatoes are in. Jilk probably is on the bubble now, 5-6. Monsters going to win. They're at 5-6, and BK. If BK wins, they're sitting pretty because they're putting themselves ahead of Jilk and Martin's Monsters. If they lose, then we've got Jilk, BK, and Martin's Monsters in a grinder. 3 teams, 2 remaining playoff spots. I'll let you do the math. And then we have Papa Jilk. I will hold off on bringing the license plate holder this weekend, but mathematically, I think you're going to get a license plate holder. I know. Papa's going to get a license plate holder. All right, so that's the East. Jumping over to the West. Purple Ruse, okay, 7-game win streak. This team flew under the radar now. 8-2. They're only one of 2 teams 8-2 in the whole league. Where did this team come from? Watch out, though. They're playing Blue Bayou, a team that is 1-9 on a 1-game win streak. Blue Bayou trying to get a 2-game win streak. Oh, are you done? No more? Are we done? Done? Nope, I guess not. So, Purple Ruse, they're going through the playoffs. Hey, I got an idea. Let's go play with Mommy. Go get Mommy. All right. Purple Ruse, you're going through the playoffs. 8-2. Just killing it. No ring, but there's a ring in that family, so maybe he's going for his ring so he can compete with Bill's Bills at the trash talk table. Then we got the Shirleys. Shirleys are in a great battle right now. Right now, Luke's big team and the Shirleys are separated by 0.2, 109.1 to 109.3. That's how good it is. And the projections, they're projected to end up within like a decimal of each other. Great game here. And this is important because we got... oh, you want back? Okay, we got back. Oh, we got him back. Okay, because... Here. Hold that. So... Careful, buddy. We've got... where was I? No, okay, that was a bad idea. Hold this. We've got the Shirleys. So, Purple Rouge, you're in. The Shirleys possibly going to go to 7-4. Jared's Jellyfish are probably going to lose because they were playing, I think it was Hookem, right? Yeah, Hookem. They're getting killed by Hookem. More. So, Jared's Jellyfish is going to fall to 6-5. Breeze Bozos, Zack Attack is taking it to them right now. They're probably going to fall to 6-5. So if Shirley's wins in this burner against Luke's big team, then they will go to 7-4. This will keep them in a pretty healthy playoff spot. Either way, it's already guaranteed these 4 teams are going to the playoffs. So right now, the big thing about the West, the flavor of the West is what order you get into. And remember, it is a big difference because there are some buys going around, and the highest wild card position will matter. So that surely it's that 7 and 4. That's going to put them pretty in a good wild card position for that first bye as well. So, anyways, that's the West. West is set for playoffs. I'm sorry, John's Tigers and Bills. Right now, what you care about is who's getting a license plate. And I don't care, Bills, if you already have one. You have more than one vehicle in that family. There you go, buddy. Go get that. And John's Tigers, I know you've been driving around, so you could get a license plate holder too. So, still matters between the two of you. Who's going to get the license plate holder? All right, now the North. Yes, the replacements did win last week, as it was pointed out. Thanks, bud. So they are still 8 and 2. Boost. Okay, boost back up. This week, replacements is looking right now against John's Tigers. Let's dive into this game. Let's see how because I don't want to get this one wrong. Replacements is projected to come out on top, but currently they're losing. So I'm not going to make any predictions, but it doesn't really matter because they're going through right now, and they're sitting in a pretty healthy spot. Most likely, even if they don't get the first place, they're in a healthy spot for the first round bye. Then you got bye week. Bye week is then in that burner with BK. Zack Attack's going to win. So here we got more. There you go. Zack Attack's going to win. If Zack Attack wins, bye week and loses, then Zack Attack's sitting in a pretty good spot too to try and get that first round bye in the playoffs. Or they might be challenging replacements too. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Zack Attack's shooting up. Then you got Reno Rush. Let me tell you a little story about my team, my buddy's team here, the Reno Rush. You want up here? Let me tell you a story about Mommy's team. Mommy decides to go and change her lineup today. What does Mommy do when she changes her lineup? She drops the San Diego defense to pick up some 4-string running back on some no-name, I think Cleveland's like 4-string running back or something like that. I don't even know. What did the Chargers defense do? 5 interceptions in the first half, 1 pick six. Second half, fumble recovery for a touchdown. They're sitting on 30-plus points of defense. Reno Rush is in a tight one right now against Bills. That Bills that lost to Blue Bayou, the 1-9 team. More? Okay. So, bottom line, Reno Rush just totally made one of the worst decisions in fantasy football history this morning. Again, in her defense, it was a reasonable decision. Like, nobody predicted that the Chargers were going to throw a 30-point defense against the Bills. But still, she's upset about that, to say the least. Then we got Luke's big team. Luke's big team is in that grinder with the Shirleys. So, if Reno Rush loses, which they're in a tough one, they will fall to 5 and 6. If Luke's big team can pull the win, somebody's getting a diaper. I gotta wrap this up. If Luke's big team wins and Reno Rush loses, they're both 5 and 6 with 2 games left. That's the final playoff spot. Blue Bayou, I'm not even gonna mention Blue Bayou. Just move to Canada already. But so the interesting thing in the North is you got 2 teams that are fighting for that last playoff spot, and we didn't even decide it this week yet. So some interesting stuff happening in the North. So, anyways, that's your long fantasy update. How do you feel about that? Yeah. Do we need to get you more fiber, bud? Okay. All right. Well, from commission assistance hours, 2 weeks until the playoffs, or 2 weeks until the regular season's done, 3 weeks until the playoffs. It's big time now. This big time. Again, everyone knows this is what we're going for right here, right? That's what you want, buddy? Yeah. All right. All done. All done.